just kick it up. Let's kick it up to 720 for now. It's just going to give us a little bit more size in the viewport when we do a render, and we'll be able to have a look at it a little bit clearer. So that should be enough in our render settings. And in our light settings, what we want to do is bring it down to directional parameters. I want to click on the overshoot, which basically means that the light is going to keep shooting. It doesn't really matter where the light is in 3D space. Even if I had an object, I'll show you an example here. If I render this from the top, you'll see that it's lit there from the side. But then if I move this behind the light and render it, because I've clicked overshoot, it still is lit. But if I untick overshoot and render it, the sphere is not illuminated. It's still in the scene because we can check the alpha and it's still in the scene. So overshoot just means that the light, the direction, it takes the direction information from the light, but it basically continues shooting it as if this light was way off further back in this direction to infinity, basically. So let's reset this back to the center. I did that by right clicking on these twirlies down here on the bottom. So there's our sun. What we need to do is bring our fall off out. Let's bring our fall off. I'll just untick overshoot for a moment and just bring the inner fall off out a little bit. It's just something I like to get in the habit of. It gives me a good idea of what it's focused on. And then switch overshoot back on there. And we'll give that a quick render, and yet we're getting a nice half of the sphere rendered. And the next thing we need to do, let's just go to a front view and then hit P for perspective. Now you'll see where the light is. Let's just arc around a little bit. Let's zoom in a little bit, probably to about there, and we're in perspective view. And what we want to